Mm, okay, first of all, everyone who is present here, first thing I have to ask you guys to do is to fill the attendance. Um, I have put the forms in the chat already. Please do let me know if you just entered so I can send it again. Um, Otherwise we can if you all were here we can start off the um
Can you please send it again?
okay, one second.
Thank you.
Yes. So I've put some instructions. I think this clears out most doubts. Um, so first thing is that fill the attendance. Okay. Second thing is today, because see, all of you have done different papers, right? So today you'll have a choice. For NID students, you can do any paper between NID 2022 to 2025. So 22, 23, 24, or 25. Any one of those four you can choose. Okay. You have to choose one you haven't done before. Okay. This is to, finish off the ones that you haven't done already. And so the next time we do a paper, we can all do the same paper rather than you having to reattempt a paper you've already done, right? Um, so, okay, thumbs up if that much is understood so far. NID students, you can, as it says under, number two, you can pick between these four, and FT students can pick between 22, 23, and 24. Please pick one you have not done before. And architecture students also, the exams from which you can pick have been given here. Please do pick one you haven't done before. This is an attempt to get all of you on the same page, so the next time that we do a paper, it's more likely that all of you will be doing it for the first time. Nishchita, what are you saying?
No, nothing, mom. I just clicked it by mistake.
Hmm?
I just clicked it by mistake.
Acha. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to attempt the drawing section, right? You're going to attempt the drawing section of your respective papers, and the MCQ question you will be. Ananya, Ananya, are you an MDes student? Which paper do you want to do? You can pick. You can pick any other MDes students here. Just Ananya, just pick one that you haven't done before. That's the only criteria. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Um, any other PG students, please do let me know. Okay, so the papers from which you can pick are given over here. And yeah, even if you've joined classes very recently, please do attempt the paper because it will help you understand what is required of you, what you should be practicing and such, so that you're able to see okay, what your goals and such should be. So cameras on. I have a meeting. Okay, take it. So, yeah, even if you've joined the classes recently, or even if you've joined the classes recently, please do attend the paper. Please do attempt it. If you are writing both NID and NIFT, or NIFT and architecture, whatever it is, out of the two, whichever is your priority, please try to do that paper. And then once you are done with run one, strictly respecting the time limit, please upload. Um, Please upload your answers in the chat here as well as on DQ Edge. Yes, that is a must because you will be graded by other faculties also. But if you don't upload your work over there, then it becomes impossible for them to grade you, right? So wouldn't you rather get more than one opinions, right? Speaking of more than one opinions, please don't start yet, first of all. Speaking of more than one opinions, I want you guys to all consider one thing. See, when you are online, you can at the most get one opinion or two opinions, right? If somebody else speaks up and shares their opinion on your work, then that's you get two opinions. But when you come to an offline class, even if you can attend it for once or twice, please do try to do that. Please do try to do that because that's a completely different experience altogether, right? Because how we do it is we hold up the sheets and we talk about what a good answer is and what else can be added, and then we list out maybe what could have been better or what we can work on, and so we add or subtract marks on the basis of that, right? So everybody there will be able to understand why particular marks were given for particular things. Whereas online, what happens is there are way more people online. Like even 32 is a lot more than the batch that we usually have in person, which means that here, at the most, for each one of your sketches, I'm able to give you one or two sentences, but then I am forced to move on, right? And then online also, this other thing happens where a lot of people are doing different papers. Whereas there, it's easier to put you in groups of people who are doing the same paper as you, which makes it easier to sort of discuss the kind of, answers that are appreciated and things like that. Okay, so someone's asking, ma'am, at what time will you be there at the Whitefield Center? So tomorrow, though, obviously there's chutti, but on Tuesday I will be there at Whitefield from 9 a.m. onwards. So at Whitefield, the first ERC batch that we have is from 9 to 12. Um, and the second ERC batch that we have is from 12:30 to 3:30, right? You can choose either of the two. If you live far away, you can try to skip the morning one because we'll do the same paper in the evening as well. But if you come for both the batches, then we do two different papers. Okay, so if you come for both batches, then you can do two different papers and you will be reviewed irrespective of which paper you do. Um, but if you live very far away and you want to skip the morning traffic, then you can come in the 12:30 wala batch, right? Aisha has a question. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm a student in Pune right now. So
Hmm.
the center over here doesn't really have many physical classes. That's why I take all my classes online. So I was wondering
Hmm.
if I could attend that.
How you could attend the physical classes?
Yeah, like since
I don't
ERC
know.
is like different.
I mean, you're so far away. I don't know if there's much of a solution to that.
Would there be
Um,
like some kind of alternative,
as in,
like in Pune?
oh, I'm not sure about that. Do you have Miss Jyoti's number? Can you contact her? She will be able to help you out, I think.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
She would be able to. Otherwise, she will, communicate with Mr. Sham, and then they might be able to help you out. I know I'm not sure about centers outside of Bangalore, and I know that some of you guys are quite far away, and but all I'm really trying to point out is if you are able to come to the center to see other people's work physically, then that would be fantastic, right? That's the only thing. And I'm sorry, I completely, don't have much information about centers outside of Bangalore. But if you are able to attend any physical classes at all, I think it would really benefit you like so much, right? So the 9 to 12 and 12:30 to 3:30 batches are happening every day from Tuesday to Sunday. Okay. And we are trying to get the kids to attend at least one of those every day. So Mondays obviously are chutti, but Tuesday to Sunday it's for the next week. For the next week, every day, two of those batches are happening. So if you are able to attend in person, please do. You will get to see a lot of people's work. Okay, by now, I trust everybody has filled their attendance. Give me a thumbs up if you have.
Ma'am, I wasn't there when the attendance link was sent.
Acha, I'll send it again. I have
Okay.
10 thumbs up, 12, 13, 14. I need to get to 32. I'll send it again, but I need to get to. So, okay, there's no way that I can ask if everyone has actually filled because by the time some thumbs up come, the others go away.
Ma'am,
So,
I was unable to hear you. Fill what?
I'm just saying fill the attendance. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I will resend the um attendance links again. Thanks everyone. Thank you guys. Okay, you guys can start. It is 7:50. Okay, NID people, you have 75 minutes. NIFT people, you have an hour and 30 minutes. And architecture people, depending on which question paper you choose, 15 minutes per sketch. Okay, so if your question paper has 4 questions, then obviously an hour. If it only has 2 questions, then half an hour. This is run one. Is everyone aware of what run one is? Is anyone present here who is not aware of what run one is? Run one and run two?
I don't know.
Okay, so basically, it's basically a strategy to make sure that in the exam you are able to. Okay, someone's. Okay, Dia, sure. Okay, but you can choose. Okay, just let me know which. Fine. Okay, so Shruti, run one and run two is basically the strategy. So, for example, if you're giving NID, right? If you're giving NID, for example, the amount of questions, MCQs that we can expect, or we have seen in the past couple of years, has been about 25 to 30 MCQs, sometimes 40, right? So now, for example, if you have 3 hours in the paper in the exam, right? It takes you 30 minutes to finish those MCQs. You still have 2 hours and 30 minutes left. 2 hours and 30 minutes is what? 150 minutes. Right. And you want to make sure that you go over each question 2 times. So you divide that 150 minutes into 2 slots of 75. So in the first slot of 75 minutes, what do you end up doing? You draw your basic like thumbnails, you decide what your stories are, you decide what your answers are, you draw the basic sketch in the first 75 minutes, and you make sure that you have answered every single question. Okay, you've answered every single question to 40%, 45% mark. Okay, so 45% of every single question has been sketched out. Okay, and then in the next 75 minutes, you can come back to every single question and finalize everything. Make sure you cover 80% of the surface area that has been given for you to draw on. Make sure you use some interesting composition and things like that, and you use interesting elements. Make sure that you have something in the foreground, in the middle ground, in the background, so that you can ensure that there is some amount of depth, right? And then you can also pick a light source. So once you pick a light source, it will give you some amount of shade and shadow, and you can add some textures, right? So all of these things you sort of decide in the first half of the paper, execute them a little bit, and then in the second half of the paper you go through every single question and finish it off completely. Is that understood, Shruti?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
That's fine, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, ma'am. It's my first class. Could you please give me a brief? Okay, so I'm gonna put some instructions in the chat. First, I want you to read those. Okay. First, I want you to take 2 minutes and read those. Same for you, Jal. You should read note number 2. Give me a thumbs up, Jal, if you have found my message in the chat. Okay, good. Now read through these instructions for 2 minutes, and I think it will clarify a bunch of stuff. Same goes for you also, Ridhima. Okay, Ridhima, are you a PG student or a
UG,
UG?
ma'am. UG.
Huh? Okay, so if okay, by the way, if there are any people who whose priority is USEED and not NID or not NIFT, then you can do USEED paper 2024. Okay, but if your priority is NID, I would, push you to try an NID paper, Aryan. Okay, okay, okay. So, Ridhima, just read through these instructions. Please verbally just let me know once you're done. Okay, because I have one more thing to tell you. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
How would the run one, run two work for the UC paper?
No, for UC paper, you would not do that.
Okay.
Hmm.
Just straight one question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go. Start
Okay.
from one end and just plow through the entire thing.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read it, ma'am.
You read it? Okay. So, I'm assuming you are for NIFT? No, it
Yes.
doesn't say anything. Okay, NIFT. Okay. Wow, that was a wild guess actually, because I thought I read NIFT and then I saw that that was somebody else's name. Okay. So, do you have access to all the past year papers and such?
Yes.
Okay, so can you open NIFT paper 2024?
Mom,
Hmm.
I mean, Nata, so like, should I attempt J paper 2 or Nata?
I would say, see, J paper 2, if you attempt, you'll get significantly more number of drawing questions, right? And that's something that needs to be practiced. So I would do the. Okay, by the way, I hope everyone's read the instructions because in this class you are doing only the drawing part, not the MCQ questions. Okay. Ridhima, were you able to find the paper?
Yes, ma'am, but it says I have to attempt 2025 paper first.
Okay, you can do that also. It's a very good paper.
Okay, ma'am.
So do that. But see, we follow the system called run one and run two. So basically, if you have a paper, you have an exam for 3 hours, right? And the first 30 minutes you spend in the MCQs, you still have 2.5 hours left. So that's 150 minutes, right? Now you want to do it such that you're able to go over each question 2 times, right? So you take that 150 minutes and divide it into two slots of 75. Okay, so in the first 75 minutes, which you call run one, you would go through every question, decide what your answers are going to be, make sure those answers are correct, and work for the question and stuff like that, and then draw out the basic forms and the basic shapes and stuff in the first 75 minutes for all the answers. Okay, so that's one way. Even so, it's basically to make sure that even if something goes wrong and in the end you're not able to attempt all the answers fully, at least every answer will have some amount of sketching done on it, right? So, Ridhima, you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
So then the next 75 minutes, you go back and you finish off every single answer. Okay. So right now
Okay.
what we are doing is we are doing run one. So let's assume that you started your paper at 8. So for everyone, I'm saying that everybody started their paper at 8 because it gets quite confusing keeping track of different types of papers. So NIFT people, because they have 3 questions. Wait. Um, Ridhima, what are you writing for? NID and NIFT both?
No, NIFT only.
Then go to NIFT papers, no? And in NIFT papers, there's no 2025 paper available.
No, I think it's showing me 2025 paper, ma'am.
There is no 2025 paper available for NIFT. Let me see. NIFT tests and exercises. Past year papers.
Ma'am, I'm unable to find the NID paper.
Which one do you want?
Any year is fine.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, Ridhima, see, NIFT 2025 paper doesn't seem to have a sketching section over here. Okay, give me
Yes,
2
ma'am.
seconds. I will share it in the chat. Too much chaos, achanak se. 1 second. Ridhima, I have shared it in the chat. If it doesn't open immediately, try to copy and paste it so that and it might work. Okay, very quickly, a note for everyone. NIFT people, 1.5 hours you have, because in the exam you'll have 3 hours to sketch. So if you have 3 hours to sketch, run one of that would be 1.5 hours. So in 1.5 hours, all 3 sketches you have to finish, Ridhima. Okay, NIT people have 1.25 hours, or 1 hour 15 minutes, right? And architecture students, 15 minutes per question. So you might have different number of questions in every exam. So that's why I'm just giving you a blanket this thing. Okay, somebody was asking for an NID paper. Copy link. Who was that?
Ma'am, that was me.
I don't know who me
Gauri
is.
Agrawal.
Okay, Gauri. Okay, I have sent you one paper in the chat. See if it's opening.
Okay.
Or you can just copy paste the this thing, onto your browser, and should be able to do. I'm doing the NIT 2024 paper, but I'm not
Yeah, I
able to
got it.
understand the. Okay, thank you. Jal is doing the first NIT paper, 2024 paper. Jal, can you quickly
I'm
just
supposed
add
to
a.
attempt all those 4 questions within 1.25 hours.
Yes. The volume is so loud. Okay, Jal, can you quickly just give me the link here? Because closing this tab, finding another one, it's just. Oh, can you just read it out to me? Yeah, whatever. Anything is fine, bache. Anything is okay. You can just read it out also. And also, anybody else who has any particular doubts, not just like, how much time per question for UC 2024? Second. Thank you. Jal, did you send the screenshot? Some issue with the mic. Okay. Just send the screenshot or just send me the link of the paper. Okay, Avni is saying, ma'am, how much time for question for the UC 2024 paper? 20 marks each for the 2 sketching questions. Now, see, Avni, can you give me a link to the paper, please? It's hard to tell like this. Oh, acha, this one. Okay, see, Jal, try to solve it. If it's not getting solved, because that's a this type of question. It's a what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna really have to sit down and fold and unfold and try to understand what's happening over there, because it is a tough question, but but and it's like, how do you say it? It's doable, but it's not so easily explainable. And also, I'm not gonna give you the answer before the question. I did not get which picture they are referring to. Okay, so the picture on the right, na, where there's those dark patches, right? So picture that picture happened when they took a strip of paper, they folded it up into the pattern given above, that zigzag pattern, na? They folded a paper strip into that pattern. Then they drew this black, say they drew all of these little marks on the topmost surface. Okay. And then they cut out those marks. Understood. Now, obviously, since there are many folds, those marks will affect, those cutouts will affect the rest of the folds also, right? So they are saying the blank rectangle that is there, na? The blank rectangle is the unfolded version of this strip of paper that's shown you folded, right? So unfolded version is gonna look like what? That's what they're asking. Okay. Okay, what was uh, see, Avni, part B is the sketching question, right? And that's 1 hour. Okay. 1 hour is your full. Acha, thank you so much. Understood. Okay. So 1 hour is the entire duration you will get for your sketching part, right? But you wanna do it in run one and run two. So 1 hour ka half kya hua? Half hour. So in half an hour you have to do both of these questions. Avni got it? Okay, good. ठीक है, good, good, good. Okay. Any other particular doubts like this? Like any particular question ka there's any doubts?
Ma'am, we can start, right?
Hmm. Absolutely, you should have started 7 minutes ago. Acha, Gauri, Kirtana, Kavya, have you all filled the attendance? By the way, that folding wala question that is there na in 2024 paper, guys, please try not to fold your answer sheet because that's actually not allowed. You're supposed to think of the answer in your head without doing any folding unfolding. Okay. So try not to do that. Kavya, Kirtana, Gauri, please give me a thumbs up if you filled the attendance. Attendance, I can share the link now itself. Yeah, Kirtana, wait 1 minute. Huh? And while you're at it, read off the other instructions also that I've given, okay? So I'm assuming you'll fill it now. What about Dakshin? What about Shri Kirti? Olive, give me a thumbs up if you filled the attendance. Shri Kirti, Olive, Dakshin, filled the attendance? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, Olive has filled. Dakshin, have you filled the attendance? Okay, good. Aisha, Ananya, Prachi, have you all filled the attendance? Give me a thumbs up if you filled the attendance, please, because that needs to be accurate. Prachi Mittal, what about you? Sharon, Mohit, Harshneil, have you all filled the attendance? Just give me
Yes,
a
ma'am.
thumbs up. Okay. Mohit, good. Sharon, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
And Harini, Jal, Shravan, just give me a thumbs up if you filled the attendance. Okay, good, very good. Ananya, Sunayana, and Varsha, what about you? Varsha, which paper are you doing?
From NIFT 2024.
2024. Excellent. So what it's saying is choose numbers from between 0 to 9 in Roman, English, or Hindi, or any other regional languages of your choice and create three things. Okay, one entertainment area, a play school, and a public park. So this would be three full sheets. Okay, you have to use these things to create first would be an entertainment area, second would be a play school, and the third would be a public park. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aryan,
Yes, ma'am.
Mitra, and Dia, have you all filled the attendance, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just give me a thumbs up if you have, Dia. And Aditi, Karthik, Rahini, Shri, what about the two of you? Shruti is asking, ma'am, could you send the link, please, for Nata drawing? I don't know what you mean. Nata drawing? The drawing question we have to do. See, read the instructions again. Instruction where it says under number 2, right? Do you see it? You can pick any paper between Feb 21, Jan 23, Jan 24, or Jan 25, right? The JE papers. Okay. So you'll have to do one of those. Okay. Okay. You can choose. You should have started by now. It's been 12 minutes. Right? And Dia, Avni, and Varsh. Okay, they have filled. Aryan has also filled. Ridhima, I think she's filled. Okay, I'm just gonna take it as everybody has already filled it.
Oh, ma'am, how much time should I spend on a question in UCD? Like approximately?
You see, so which one are you doing?
2024, ma'am.
2024.
1
You
hour
see
30 minutes.
2024. Okay. So part A is 2 hours, part B is 1 hour, right?
Yes,
Part A you are not doing. Part B is the only thing you will be doing. Everyone's only doing the sketching questions. So now
yes,
see,
ma'am.
you have 1 hour, right? For
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
For both of them. But we are doing it in 2 runs. So you're gonna do both of these questions in half an hour total. Show
Okay.
me, and then spend another half an hour to finalize it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Any other questions? Any other specific questions that we have about any of the papers or anything like that?
Ma'am,
Ma'am?
Okay, one person at a time. Yes,
Okay.
tell me. Shrikiti, tell me.
okay. Ma'am, in the NID 2025 set,
Hmm. Hmm.
at the end, the eighth question,
There's no particular question given,
yes,
right?
ma'am, it's just
Okay,
the
so
answer.
seventh one, and eighth one are both the same passage. The seventh one has to be answered in 2 or 3 lines maximum from your perspective. The eighth one has to be answered in 2 or 3 lines from the perspective of the young person within the story, right?
Okay.
And the ninth question, which is the last question, also repeats the same story, but you will have to make a game based off of that story, but try to make it as interesting and as playable as possible. So in that one, you will have to sketch. Okay. So second question, seventh question, and eighth question are purely writing questions. So just manage
Okay.
your time. How are you going to finish this? How are you going to finish all of these questions within 75 minutes? Just manage your time. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Ma'am?
Huh.
Uh, I'm sorry that what paper.
Your voice went.
So, NID 2024 paper, B-Dash.
I still didn't understand.
Uh, and now my voice is clear or
Yes, yes, yes.
okay. So there's a product design question to design a product to carry water in mountainous region.
Huh?
So to explain the design or just we have to illustrate it.
No, you have to redesign, like, see, there are already methods, but they're not very effective methods. So you have to redesign those methods. Right.
Yes, ma'am. But my question is like, for example, if our object has aluminum bag,
Huh.
so if we have to write it like if this aluminum bag is
Nah.
to prevent this
Nah,
and this.
nah. You don't have to describe them perfectly, but see, you can shade shadow it, aluminum the way that it sort of disperses, like the light disperses on its surface,
Hmm.
right? That you can show. You don't have to necessarily write a lot of notes. Write the minimum amount you can. Okay? Try to keep it
Okay.
as minimal as possible.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you some silence now. If there's anyone else who's got any questions, please do either speak up or put a note in the chat and I'll take a look at it.